Yo, what up, world?
Man, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, boy, looking too cool.
Hey, man, you know.
Hey, man, y'all welcome back, bro. I appreciate you coming to talk to me and Mr. Charles here. You know.
Love is blind.
Hey, you know the musicians, man, they be on something else. Don't nobody be paying attention, though.
Hey.
But, hey, thank y'all for coming back, man. Shout out to me and this dope beat. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, I'm glad we here. You know, we've been able to do this for quite some time now. You know?
Yeah.
And I think it's helping me. You know, I'm glad I hope it's helping you too, but I'm glad y'all came back for another episode.
Yep.
But you know, we're gonna give y'all something special today. Don't know what it is, but just like every other time, we just gonna make it unique.
Right.
You
Hey,
know.
man,
Uh-oh.
I forgot I forgot to send you this text message I got from my brother last week.
Oh,
You know, we talked about him real bad and we ain't give him the beat. You know, I was like, man, bump that, he'll get the beat at the end. And so he said, so last week you gave me the beat to rap. This week you want a trip. Just send me the beat then.
hey, bro.
So I gotta say, brother beat, man, so he can rap, bro. We might even share it on here, y'all. We might give him 8 bars.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't make the beat. I don't have the beat. You know, your brother over here,
I got the beat.
he got the beat. So if he don't get the beat,
I tell
make
you
sure
what we're gonna do too.
call him.
I'm gonna send you the beat. You gotta at least do 8 bars.
Hey,
It gotta be clean.
mm-hmm. They better be 5.
It better be 5. And we gonna
We got you.
we're gonna put it on the end and you're gonna wrap us
Hey,
out.
you might. Hey, it might be dope. Let me see what you're working with though. But hey,
Yeah.
thank you for your feedback, bro.
Yeah.
We'll shut up
Yeah.
on the back end.
Right.
The back end was his. I thought the front end was his.
Hey, it's too late now. I'm gonna
it's
send him the
too
beat
late.
and he's gonna rap.
Okay.
We're gonna figure it out.
All right. Well, man. Hey, bro. How was your week, man?
Hey, man, look. Let me tell y'all, man.
Uh-oh.
Was it last week? It was last week.
Yeah.
Where we had Miracle Room.
Oh man.
At our
Amazing.
church. Oh,
Yes.
man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Last week was that day. And it's not just to say that only on that day we had miracles happen, right? But it's
Right.
just something about being in the atmosphere in church setting for a specific thing and coming
Yeah.
in there with expectations from the Lord. Like, you know what, Lord? I'm coming in there believing that you are going to do X, Y, Z
Yeah.
in my life. Guess what? Some of it was done before you got there
Facts.
because the mindset that you had going into it
Mhm.
was already right.
Yeah.
It was already lining up.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, go ahead.
No. That's good because that was going into it is what we led into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even when we had a conversation probably a couple of days before,
Yeah.
and you expressed to me what you went into Miracle Room praying for or
Right.
expecting to get out of it.
Right.
And that's the part that I was applauding you on is that you went in and gave me an expectation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to go in empty
Yeah.
and not really asking for something to come out of it.
Right.
But you know what I mean? That was the best part about it. Being able to actually have a thought and a vision of what you want to get from it.
Right.
The better part is being able to see the vision and what you want.
Right.
You
Right.
know? And that was a lot of that happening.
Yeah,
Stuff that
man.
we don't even know about.
Right.
But the energy is like the energy transpired from Friday to Sunday.
Yes, man. It was, it was blazing.
Yeah.
And it was just so many people in there who came for prayer and who wanted to be released from stuff that they was dealing with.
Yeah.
And let me put this disclaimer out there too as well, because even after miracles and even after these things are done,
Yeah.
the job for you is
Mhm.
every day to continue
Yeah.
to die to self,
Yeah.
continue to shut down all negative thoughts or things that may come up. Because one thing I think sometimes people get is, you know, let's say I want to be saved, right? You want to get a closer relationship with Jesus. You want to be saved. Once you get saved, you leave there. And sometimes your mindset thinks that now that I'm saved, nothing bad is going to happen. Or let me tell you, let's just say you deal with pornography, right?
Right.
And let's say that you got saved. Lord, I want you to take this from me. And stuff goes right.
Yeah.
Let's say Monday and Tuesday, everything locked in.
Right.
Wednesday come around, you see something. Let's say you scrolling on social media and you see a clip or something, and it shows something that
triggers you.
That triggers that
that urge, that temptation.
Now, next thing you know, you on Google. Boom.
Yeah.
You there. And sometimes that can make you feel like, you know what? I haven't changed. This God thing don't work. It does work.
Yeah.
But God has already done. Jesus done the. He's done the work. He done the work. He died on the cross. That is the greatest miracle that could have ever happened. It's the greatest story in the Bible. Jesus going to the cross, dying and rising again. But what you have to do on your end is do the work. You have to continue the work.
Fight.
Just like your kid goes to see that math tutor at school, and that math tutor is helping. Guess what? When that child comes home, if you're not keeping them on task,
it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's good though. That's real good. Just off the, like you said, the strength of the enemy is going to test you.
Oh yeah, he's coming.
You already put yourself in the environment that he couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't even come in.
No.
The church that Friday, you know what I'm saying? Because the Holy Spirit was moving so well that it wasn't even attempt to.
And y'all look, this is on the day where we had an event, and then lo and behold, it was a whole cheerleading competition.
I'm talking about
the same exact day, and it was supposed to last well after our event. And at first, it was when I tell you it was no parking for nobody. 2 hours early. 2 hours before the event was supposed to start.
That's true.
It was no parking, and we didn't just sit there and settle and get mad.
Yeah,
we went straight to work. We started finding where we could park other people. If we could get golf carts over here, buses, that we was gonna get folks into this building one way or another. And by 6:30, 6:45. For some reason, the competition started to end early. It was supposed to end at 10.
Oh.
It started ending earlier than expected. Nobody know why. Parking areas clearing out. I mean, it cleared out, and by that time, crazy. Everybody who was coming to church came with no issues on parking.
That's crazy. And see, all that, my mind be somewhere else. Logistics man over here, get the scoop. But even going back to the blessings and how Miracle Room worked, even that Sunday after, we heard people talking about how the enemy was attacking them on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just like a process that it helps you understand, like he said, the work is not just coming to Miracle Room.
Yeah.
The work is before and after.
Yeah.
Just the same as going to church every day or even just living that life. Yeah. You can't expect getting saved or getting baptized is going to automatically wash your sins and wash the enemy from attacking you. No. Yeah. Guess what?
Now it wipes the slate clean now.
Right.
But you still got a job to do.
Yeah. But
you still have a job to do.
Even in the sense of wiping the slate clean, it's not saying the slate, but that happens, but at the same time, it's not going to stop the attack from coming. The attacks continuously come.
Yeah. I want to get to a place like a profound pastor in Africa, David Oyedepo, is like, sometimes I go through stuff I don't even know it. That's how well that he's
so connected.
He's so connected to God that even when the enemy tries, he like, oh, that's what that was supposed to do. Oh, I didn't even know.
Oh, oops.
Oh, okay. Well,
right. But you still staying, like you say, that connected that you getting attacked and that attack roll off your back like water, and you don't even notice because you still focused on the purpose that God have for you, and you just walking in line with him. And that's the better part about in Miracle Room, at church on Sunday, but just staying connected and being able to actually live within that connection and see how the Holy Spirit is going to continue to do what it does, is protect you. But protection don't come just by you just getting saved or being baptized. Protection comes from staying in the word, staying with the word around you, with the people that you have around you, your ear gates, you know, or excuse me, your gates.
Right.
It's sight, hearing, you know, I couldn't even go down the list of verbatim, but any access that you have to poison your body or your mind, that's your gate, you know, and that's that negativity that continuously keep coming after you just off the strength of what you're trying to focus on. When you're trying to focus on the mighty, the alpha and the omega, and you're trying to put God first, he don't want you to put God first in any aspect. That's why you have people trying to run folks off the road, people, you know what I'm saying, trying to make you relive stuff that you shouldn't be going down the path, people that put you back in negative situations, you know, even in your own house.
Right.
You having arguments with your wife or with your husband just off the strength of a knife in the sink, or, you know, just petty stuff to throw you off of that path. You just got to be mindful and be careful, you know, because it's going to happen, you know. But that was Miracle Room for us, you know. It was a good thing, and as well as that, I think they killed it. Hey, if you was in the building, you saw, you know, Mr. Superstar over here.
Man, stop. Man.
Hey, Mr. Superstar over here, he was back in his element. He forgot what drumsticks felt like. He like, hey. But hey, man, it was good though. It was good.
It was man, good, I just filled in where I need to, man. You know how I go.
Hey, of course, man. You know, but even
support.
You know, I guess to roll into what I'm gonna figure out of what we talking about today. We're gonna go into understanding how the enemy is gonna attack you. You know, that's one element that you have to be cognizant of, not even in the sense of in it before it comes to kind of understand, like, okay, like we said, Miracle Room happened.
Yeah.
But we know, because we're cognizant of it, that we're going to be challenged in so many different ways. Yeah. So we're mindful of, okay, hold on, that just happened.
Yeah.
That's the enemy because of Miracle Room.
Yeah.
But instead of you snapping, or you reverting back to what you just came from,
right? Even
though you just got the blessing, or you just got your spirit filled.
Yeah.
You got to be consistent with understanding how to identify the enemy and trying not to let the enemy use you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a huge element to life outside of everyday situation. You just got to be consistent with it.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think it's important, man, and that we can, man. This thing goes deep on all type of levels,
right?
And it's certain things that you don't really think about that can happen so fast that will pull a whole entire situation down. And for instance, like, you know, me and my wife, not to say that we're never on great terms every single day,
of course,
but everything's been kind of, you know, rolling pretty good. And then on yesterday, I work like all day on Sundays. Like Sunday for me is a work day. Right. You know, I enjoy it. I'm not saying anything down about it, but usually on Mondays I'm able to kind of recoup and get myself together. But because we also had Miracle Room Friday, which ran till 10, 11 o'clock, I think I got home at 12. And then, you know, Saturday is like, okay, I'm going to try to rest. But Saturday went by so fast, man, I still couldn't get my bearings. And then Sunday,
boom.
So then after Sunday, going to Monday, and for most, I think I've talked about it before on here, is one of the things I deal with is I had TBI, a couple of them in the military. So I have migraines that like to show up every now and then, especially if I've like worked really, really hard and now my defense system, my body's kind of down. Yeah. Now I can start, now the migraines start to try to kick my tail. So, long story short, my wife leaving for work, she's like, hey, you know, get some rest today. You need to rest. Like, you right. Bro, when I tell you, I pretty much laid around and kind of just laid in the bed all day Monday. Yeah. And so school had their, Black History Month program. I usually go to the programs, but like I said, this was one of those, man, you know, get rest. And I needed that rest. So I didn't go to the Black History Month program. And then I think, you know, it was a kind of stressful day for her.
Yeah.
And then later on, you know, I'm still happy, waiting for her to get home because they had they had another showing at 5. So it's about 6:37. She's on the way home. I'm like, getting ready for her. So she sends a message like, you know, it was a rough day kind of, and you know, I'm used to seeing you at these programs and you ain't at the program, and I don't know what the disconnect was, but I feel some type of way. Right? I could have looked at that message and been like, here you go again. You know what I'm saying? I don't work. I'm tired.
Yeah.
We both said that I needed to get rest. That's what I'm doing. Man, when I tell you, by the time she got home and when she walked in the door, I could tell she had that little tube. You know, we all get a little tube. Man, I hugged my wife and I treated it as if it was just another day.
Yeah.
I didn't treat it like I was avoiding anything. It was like, hey, babe, you know, you all right? Yeah, I'm just a little, we're going to get out of that, you know.
Facts.
And kind of just spoke into my wife. And then, you know, I could see she was loosening up. That tension was loosening up. And then we had a good night that woke up unto another good day.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm meaning by sometimes you never know that some of those enemy attacks is right there. You know, stuff going good in your marriage. Nah, let me throw them off real quick.
Yep.
And that probably could have had attitude with me today.
I'm talking
because
about,
I could have been like, man, what you mean? You being ungrateful right now. And nobody would have been right.
And you know the crazy part about it is those words were in the text message.
Yeah.
Your interpretation.
Yeah. No, it was a voice message. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I knew, like, he really trying, because now it ain't just
a time.
I hear it.
Yeah. And you can feel the long day in it,
right,
but not really understand it didn't have anything to do with you not being there.
And I could have took that and ran with it, because even though my head was pounding, bro, and I was tired, I still got up, went to the grocery store and cooked for the family. I made sure they had some food.
Yeah.
And on Mondays, that's my day off. I don't have to do none of that, you know. But I still did it. I could have took that and just been upset, mood flip.
Yeah.
Now we bickering for 2-3 days, but instead, I just decided to say, and it's not like a ego thing, but I decided to say, I don't care who's right or who's wrong. At the end of the day,
I'm about to be this.
I'm going to be what my wife needs.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. That's good.
I missed. Whether it was my fault or not, or miscommunication.
That's it. It don't even matter.
It don't even matter. You're home. You eating.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I know the day was rough. And then next thing you know, we're talking and we're laughing and everybody's going to be happy. You get what I'm saying? So,
and
you gotta know when that enemy, you're like, you know what?
Then that's the perfect.
We're not going to do this.
And the one thing I applaud you on, a part of that is debunking that enemy as you saw it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, what we naturally do is feed off of.
Yep.
But no, guess what? You was already understanding what was already happening. So you was able to eliminate that process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the same thing, like I told you earlier, the same situation, or not even same, but we was having situations as well, but even in the same sense, before we hit record, like I told you when you was coming, I was sending text message.
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit told me probably about 20 minutes before you walked in, send a text message, told me what to say. Put it off. Then before you came, let me send it. And sending that text message to her, telling her exactly how I felt, how I feel about her, and telling her this is all I wanted, automatically just crushed everything that we was going through.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just off the strength of, you know what? When you get down to it, there's a simple solution to a bigger problem.
Yeah, yeah.
But you just got to get past that fluff or that emotion, and that you got to get that humility going so you can be comfortable with understanding, hey man, this is what it is.
Right. Okay. And that's exactly what you should want to do in your household with your spouse. This is still the same person that you said you wanted to spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah, that didn't change.
That didn't change. Sometimes sometimes your response can dictate if we gonna fight for the next week and a half.
Yeah.
And then for some reason now we just, you know what, I don't know why we're doing this. I apologize. Or you can stop it right then and there, because that shows growth on your end. That's not you just saying, man, I'm letting her win or I'm letting him win. No, that's growth on not letting the enemy win.
Yeah.
Because however you want to look at it, he don't like healthy marriages.
Man,
he do not like healthy marriages. There's so many people getting divorced, and then the ones who will talk to you asking why they got divorced, they're like, oh, we just fell out of love. Like, what does that mean?
You grew apart.
Yes. Like, think about we grew apart. Hey. It wasn't nobody beating on nobody, none of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It was.
I grew apart, and by the time we checked in, it was too far gone that we just kept going in the opposite direction.
Like, no. Somebody got to heed. Somebody got to say, you know what?
And that's the biggest problem with a lot of, not to say relationships, but
chase you, baby.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't want to show that humility.
Yeah.
When you show humility, that means you putting in the fight. You putting in the work.
Yeah.
Every one person got to be working in a relationship.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be fighting for it.
Yeah.
And if you're not, that's what ended up happening. You let the enemy get in between, and now guess what? Divorce rate is high.
Yeah.
You know, like Mr. Hunter, when we went to the marriage program, he said that 49% of divorce, it was a 49% rate of divorce, and compared to people that pray together or some relation to that, it drops to 1%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that shows that if you put God first in your marriage, it automatically puts you on a higher caliber to succeed because the work is gonna happen.
Yeah.
You can't go to any situation, and don't matter what career you in, military, entrepreneurship, it's not gonna develop for you just off of the strength of you being in it.
Yeah.
You gotta put in the work.
Yeah.
The work is going to build your relationship. The work is going to build your sex life. The work is going to build your happiness.
Yeah.
The work is going to build your career. Because if your household ain't right, nothing else behind it is going to succeed.
Man, yeah. Look, and all of this too, man, it ain't just for the look, let me try to make sure. Yeah, let me try to make sure I walk this thing on a good path. Look. Hey, let me say this. We can have humility and humble ourselves with people we work with as well. I don't mean I gotta hang out with you after work. Nah, if I don't want to hang out with you, I ain't gotta hang out with you.
No.
But you know what? I'm willing to say, hey, what can we do to make sure this job is not suffering?
Right.
Based off of
your feelings, my feelings.
Right.
We
sometimes you can dictate how that work they go.
Yeah.
Even if they in the wrong, you know what?
It don't matter.
All right. Yeah, I got you.
All right, fam.
No problem.
That don't mean you gotta hang out with them after work. That don't mean you gotta eat lunch with them. That don't mean you gotta go to their kid's birthday party. That don't mean you got to do anything outside of the level of respect that they need to have to fulfill the job that both of y'all are getting paid for. You know what I'm saying? That's just simple facts, simple and plain.
Right. So look, what I'm saying is just don't go in there and just not talk to the person, all right?
Nah, you ain't got,
just don't go in there and not talk to them. I ain't fooling with them. No, you can fool with them at work because you got to get the job done. You don't want to have that hostile work environment where it's like weird or it's off.
But like I just explained.
I can slap hands with you all the way to the car. And then I go left.
I promise you. Even if I go left to bend 4 corners, come back. Hey, look, at the end of the day, it don't matter where you're at. The enemy's going to try you.
It's going to try you.
Even even at work, even
definitely at work.
I don't care if you work with the joke at church.
Guess what? Because that's your source of income.
Yeah.
Now, if I can get you to act a fool on your job and get fired, guess what?
Now I really got you. Now I'm gonna put you in a position that is gonna take you lower than where you're at.
Yep.
So just make sure it don't matter how much that person gets on your nerve. Even though you come in there bumping, you just came back from Milk Room, you happy you go to work, and next thing you know, they turn around and hit you totally left.
Yeah.
It's your choice on how you respond.
Yeah. You have a choice.
Yeah. And
make it right, man. Be the light. Be the light. Be the happy person. You ain't always gotta be the one. They know I don't play. Hey, man.
You know, sometimes play.
I'm cool over here. You know, I'm not gonna let you
Hey, that man is ready for this hot summer.
Don't steal my vibe.
No,
I ain't. No, I'd rather be 3 feet under snow right now, just
with his hoodie on. But it ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
You in the state of Georgia and Alabama, and we loving this hot weather. I really good with it.
Who picked the state, Lord? I know I ain't picked the state. This can't be the end.
No, it's the right now, my brother. I
didn't pick this state.
Look, as we digress, as y'all know, you know. But at the end of the day, hey, y'all stay true to yourself.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. Change the trajectory of a conflict that's getting ready to take place in your home. I want you to, if something comes up and it's like, you know what? I want you to change it. This week. Just try that this week.
Try that today.
Yes, try that today.
Just go when you hear it, take a breath and go completely left. When I say left, if you usually yell at your kids, just talk to them.
Hug on them today.
Yes.
And hug on your wife or your
love
husband
on them
today.
Love on them and talk to them. And I guarantee you, they're going to look at you cockeyed because if they ain't used to it. Right. But that's going to be a good thing because now that's the first step of change.
Yep.
Change. We love y'all. Hey.
Yeah, man.
That was good, man. Hey, you know, just like my barber, shout out to everybody over there, Dom, because he asked me, hey, man, what y'all talking about? I said, I have no clue. I didn't have no clue. And I didn't have a clue until we hit record. But, you know, we here. I'm just appreciative of everything. I'm glad y'all came out. We gonna have us a good week because we gonna make the change today. As I sent my text message and she responded too. She said she needed that. You know, I do love you. You got anything else for me, brother, man?
Nah, man. Just whatever you did in that text message, just do it every day. See where that go.
There you go. And I will, because I do it every day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you. No. I'm just saying, you know, stay on that gas pedal. Fellas, stay on the gas pedal and see where it takes you to.
Speaking of gas is high too, fam. You know. Hey, we love y'all. See you next week.